8:45. This is the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation. Here is the news, edited by Catherine Pereira and read by Indrani Senanayake. The headlines. President Wickremesinghe discloses plans to transform the dilapidated Diagama Sports Ground into a dedicated sports campus. A new draft bill will be brought in to control the social media network. Plan for reducing human-elephant conflicts presented to Parliament. Vote on accounts of the Ministries of Agriculture and Plantations were taken up for debate. The Minister of Power says that electricity bills will be amended from next month. Measures will be taken to enhance the living standards of the estate Tamil community. In foreign news, Philippines accuses China of shooting water cannons at its boats. President Ranil Wickremesinghe disclosed plans to transform the dilapidated Diagama Sports Ground into a dedicated sports campus. His visionary project involves collaboration with the Cricket Board and other controlling bodies to develop the ground into a state-of-the-art facility. The aim is to create a hub where various sports can be nurtured and developed, aligning with Sri Lanka's broader vision of becoming a prosperous nation excelling in both economic and sporting endeavours. President Wickremesinghe's speech at the anniversary celebrations of the Colombo Colts Cricket Club marks a pivotal moment in the history of Sri Lankan cricket. His unwavering commitment to depoliticising the sport, coupled with substantial financial support and visionary plans for grassroots development, sets the stage for a transformative journey towards cricketing excellence by 2030. The President's vision, if realised, promises to shape the future of Sri Lankan cricket and position the country as a force to be reckoned with on the international stage. Minister Tiran Allis says that a new draft will be brought in to control the social media network. Explaining these views to the media in Katargama, he said that it is expected to prevent the insults being carried out through social media activists to educated personnel, including politicians. The National Action Plan for Reducing Human-Elephant Conflicts was presented to the Sectoral Oversight Committee on Environment, Natural Resources and Substantial Development. This was presented when the said committee met in Parliament last month under the chairmanship of Honourable Ajit Mannamperma, Member of Parliament. Dr. Sumit Pilapitiya, chair of the committee, was appointed to facilitate and supervise the implementation of the National Action Plan to reduce the human-elephant conflicts, and wildlife scientist Dr. Prithviraj Fernando presented this plan to the committee. It was revealed by the committee that 433 wild elephants had died in Sri Lanka in the year 2022. The officials pointed out that wild elephants have spread out into an area covering 62% of the country's land. This was revealed while presenting facts before the committee. This news comes to you from the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation.
Enjoy interest-free installments on your shopping. Get a People's Credit Card from your nearest People's Bank today. Conditions apply.
We continue with local news. Today is the 16th day of the committee stage debate of the budget. Vote and accounts of the Ministries of Agriculture and Plantations were taken up for debate. State Minister Ranjit Siambalapitiya says that more than 2.3 million hectares of land has been allocated for the commercial crop plantation. Attention has been paid to increase the salaries of estate sector workers. Joining the debate, State Minister D.B. Herath said that measures will be taken to nourish the people of the country with sufficient supplies of eggs and poultry products. Minister Mahinda Amarveera said that in addition to the paddy cultivation, priority will be given for the cultivation of maize, chilies and potatoes. Minister Kanchana Wijayasekara said that electricity bills will be amended from next month. A committee will meet on the 12th of this month to address this matter. Estate Minister Ranjit Singh Balapitiya says that measures will be taken to enhance the living standards of the estate Tamil community who provide major contributions to the country's economy. Their lives should be uplifted. He said that President Ranil Wickremesinghe is taking measures in this regard. A program is underway to acquire lands for the Indian Housing Scheme for estate workers. And that ends the local segment of news.
Light up your life, light up your smile.
Enjoy special offers all over the place with People's Credit Cards this December with discounts of up to 75% at selected merchants. Enjoy interest-free installments on your shopping. Get a People's Credit Card from your nearest People's Bank today. Conditions apply.
The main news story is brought to you by Siddhalepa Vedamahatmya.
It has been reported that major power outages are reported across the country this evening due to a system failure. The Ceylon Electricity Board attributed the power failure to a breakdown of the main line. The state-owned utility assures that steps are being taken to restore the power supply as soon as possible. That was the main news story.
The main news story was brought to you by Siddhalepa Vedamahatmya.
This is Watchlight.
Four sluice gates of the Polgola Reservoir have been opened due to the heavy rain experienced in the Central Hills. The water level of the Mahaveli Ganga has increased considerably. The engineering office has requested the people living in the area to be alert in this regard. More than 2,000 cubic meters of water per second will be released to the Victoria Reservoir, and that came to you in Watchlight.
Coming up, World News.
World News headlines. The Philippines accuses China of shooting water cannons at its boats. Tory MPs under pressure to back Rishi Sunak's plan. US uses veto, but pressure for Gaza ceasefire is building. The Philippines has accused China of using water cannons to obstruct 3 of its vessels in the latest territorial dispute between the two countries in the South China Sea. Video footage shows Chinese ships firing powerful blasts of water towards the Philippine government vessels. The Philippines call China's actions illegal and aggressive. The South China Sea is at the center of a territorial dispute between China, the Philippines and other countries. Tory MPs are coming under pressure from ministers to back the PM's Rwanda plan. Rishi Sunak hopes sending migrants to the African nation for processing and potential resettlement will deter people from crossing the channel in small boats. He has introduced emergency legislation aimed at overcoming legal issues which have so far delayed the scheme. However, MPs from across his party have concerns about the approach and will be examining the bill over the weekend. UN Secretary-General Antonio Guterres has spoken about the serious risk to the maintenance of international peace and security in the Gaza conflict, citing the spillover of hostilities in the occupied West Bank, Lebanon, Syria, Iraq and Yemen. He triggered Article 99, prompting a UN Security Council vote on Friday because he believes this is a very urgent matter which must be brought to the attention of the Council. The Israeli government detests the UN and they detest the Secretary-General. To end this bulletin of world news, the headlines again. The Philippines accuses China of shooting water cannons at its boats. Tory MPs under pressure to back Rishi Sunak's plan. US uses veto, but pressure for Gaza ceasefire is building. That ends this bulletin of world news.
Development News.
100 egg heating machines were distributed among poultry farmers by Prime Minister Dinesh Gunawardena at the Temple Trees yesterday. The objective of this move is to strengthen the rural economy and to enhance the small-scale poultry farmers. These machines will be distributed by the Handabima Authority island-wide and came to you in development news.
Moving on with sports news.
Sri Lanka's Tenura Dilruk Wickramaratne clinched silver at the 20th International Junior Science Olympiad held in Bangkok, Thailand. 14-year-old Wickramaratne is the first Sri Lankan to win 2 silver medals at the IJSO and is due to arrive back in the island tomorrow. Wickramaratne is a health activist from Galle and has represented Sri Lanka in 4 fields, namely chess, mathematics, science and leadership, and has won several medals. That was sports news.
Go ekak tiyana youth eකට life එකේ change එකට නියමෙට set වෙන්න as වහගෙන දැකපු වීන හැබැයි කරන්න youth එකට නියමෙට set වෙන්න friendship එක මෙන්න.
The all-new NSB Ithru Mithru account, NSB IM, a plan for your dream.
Business News, sponsored by National Savings Bank, the safest place for your money.
The Sri Lanka Gem and Jewellery Association, the apex body for the country's gem and jewellery industry, was established in October 2002 by uniting the Sri Lanka Gem Traders Association, the Sri Lanka Jewellery Manufacturing Exporters Association, the Sri Lanka Lapidarists and Exporters Association, and the Sri Lanka Jewellers and Gem Merchants Federation under one banner. The SLGJA proudly celebrates over 2 decades of unwavering commitment to fostering innovation, sustainability and global recognition within Sri Lanka's gem and jewellery industry. That was Business News.
Business News, sponsored by National Savings Bank, the safest place for your money.
Go ekak tiyana youth එකට life එකේ change එකට නියමෙට set වෙන්න as වහගෙන දැකපු වීන හැබැයි කරන්න youth එකට නියමෙට set වෙන්න friendship එක මෙන්න.
The all-new NSB Ithru Mithru account, NSB IM, a plan for your dream.
And now in economic news.
Air Arabia Abu Dhabi, the capital's first low-cost carrier, has announced the launch of its new route from Abu Dhabi to Colombo, Sri Lanka's capital. The new direct flights will connect the Abu Dhabi International Airport to the Bandaranaike International Airport with a frequency of 3 flights weekly, starting from the 3rd of January 2024. That was economic news, and finally we take a look at the weather report.
Weather report.
Several spells of showers will occur in the northern, north-central and eastern provinces. Showers or thunder showers will occur at several places in other areas of the island after 1 p.m. Fairly heavy showers of about 75 millimeters are likely at some places in the central, Sabaragamu, western and Uva provinces and in the Galle and Matara districts. Misty conditions can be expected at some places in the western, Sabaragamu, central, southern and Uva provinces during the morning hours. To end tonight's news broadcast, the headlines again. President Wickremesinghe disclosed plans to transform the dilapidated Diagama Sports Ground into a dedicated sports campus. A new draft bill will be brought in to control the social media network. Plan for reducing human-elephant conflicts presented to Parliament. Vote on accounts of the Ministries of Agriculture and Plantations were taken up for debate. The Minister of Power says that electricity bills will be amended from next month. Measures will be taken to enhance the living standards of the estate Tamil community. Sports news. Foreign news. Philippines accuses China of shooting water cannons at its boats. That ends tonight's news broadcast. The time reads 9:01. This is Radio Sri Lanka.